All right, welcome everybody to this special episode of Cadillac on Mars. Um, really special to me. One, I get to hang out with my buddy Skylar. Um, he's got something really, really awesome going on, and something that's near and dear and close to my heart. And that's he's got a skate park going on. If you know me, you know that one of my main passions, even though I'm like old as fuck, I'm still out here skating all the time. Like it's just one of those things that's like it's not only is it a great sport, I think it's a great form of artistic expression. It's everything to me. Like whenever I'm feeling like wild stressed, I hop on my board, go for a cruise, kind of feel a little bit better. Still try to relearn some tricks that I used to know back in the day, but I'm also not trying to break these old bones. But man, Skylar, thank you for joining today. Thank you for
Yeah,
coming on,
no,
man.
yeah. Thanks for having me again, man. It's always fun chatting.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. So tell me about the park you just opened. It's called Lions Skate Park. How did you
Yeah,
get into this? How did you get involved?
dude. So yeah, just like just through like mutual friends. I got some buddies who are like like professional BMXers, like basically skating in line, just like everywhere else. That shit was huge out here, and
Mhm.
just in like through friends of a friend. Yeah, there was this group of dudes who are just like ex awesome BMXers and whatnot, and yeah, they opened this park in '99 as Transitions Ram Park, and it was basically like it was built on like the BMX scene out here, like
Mhm.
BMX culture really big out here, and you know over time, just like a lot of other businesses, just like I don't know, through excitement or money just getting tough, business went down. It kind of got bad in here, and yeah, our buddy was gonna basically sell it, and it just seemed like shit. Let's see what we can do with it.
Yeah,
Basically,
kind of
like
resurrect it.
yeah, yeah, and it's just trying to make some sort of investment that's not completely stupid. It's only like half stupid because at the end of the day, it's like this is still property.
Yeah.
Like if at the end of the day, this warehouse could be sold to fucking Costco or Amazon or an auto shop, what have
Right.
you. So, but yeah, it just seemed like a fun idea. With I used to skate big. A lot of our buddies used to skate big time, and just with like the music, it's a it's a place where like all my homies like we can all put our minds together and try and make some money and memories out of here. Like had all the buddies come and get the DJ during the skate sessions, and we're throwing some shows coming up. It's like it's an opportunity for everybody. But so yeah, basically, our homie was gonna sell it, and we came in here and me and my buddy checked it out because it's me and my homie. We went basically halves on this,
Mhm.
and at first we were like, "Dude, this place is terrible,"
You're
but
like,
we're
what am I
like,
doing?
"Well, yeah." At first, dude. So like, we got the lease we got in, I believe it was November, and in our head, when we first got the lease, we were like, "We're gonna be able to open up like January 1st. Like,
Mhm.
we were like, we're going to take a month off and clean it. We were going to throw a New Year's Eve party, and then we were going to open up. And then, just like, it's how my mind works and how my buddy's mind works. We're like, dude, we might as well make this shit nice. And, what in our heads was like going to be a 2 week thing, it turned into like a 4 month
Yeah.
process and like a lot of time and money. Luckily, our one, we have a friend out here who's like an amazing ramp builder. He like gets flown out. He did like Ryan Sheckler's private
Oh
park in
shit.
LA. Yeah, he's like really legitimate. He's done like Camp Woodward's like across the country.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was, he was tied in with like the BMX dudes who started this spot.
Yeah.
So we were able to have him. He redesigned the park. The only things that we really kept was like this main like box we have in here. But
Mhm.
we added a lot to it, but that would have just yeah, we just kind of kept like the slight design. There was that, and then where we have our half bowl. that was just like a mini ramp. So we built ends
Right,
on
just
both
kind of
sides of it.
wrap the end around.
Yeah, basically. And it just, yeah, it's became a crazy process. But shit, now we just opened up the doors maybe like 3 weeks ago,
Hmm.
maybe a month ago. And yeah, just getting rolling.
Now, things you kind of touched on. Like I think having one, it is a dangerous game when you're investing in anything, because you're just like,
Yeah,
shit,
a
is it
hundred
going to work
percent.
out? But it's also one of those things of like what you put into it too.
Yeah.
And you could have not to, I didn't see what the park looked like before, but it's kind of like if you just open it up and something looks janky, people are going to be like, man, that's a busted park. Like I don't,
Yeah.
the,
Yeah,
the
no,
the ramp is
definitely.
wobbly or
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah, no, yeah. There was wobbly shit. The lights weren't working.
Hmm.
We literally found a dead animal under a ramp, dude. Like like it was crazy. Like literally there was like a dead rat or squirrel or some shit under this quarter pipe. We couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
But yeah, and just like on top of that, like I don't want to like invite my homies from other places who have been this nice
Right.
shit and
It's
to
a
come here
reflection
and be
of you.
like,
You want it to look
well,
tight.
yeah,
Like,
and not to mention like this park's been here since '99, so
mhm.
like a lot of people who traveled and skate, they know about this park and they
Uh-huh.
know it was like sketchy as fuck,
Yeah.
So it was like, I was telling my homie from Babylon, I'm like, yo, I bought the park. He's like, oh, you bought transitions? Like, oh shit, and I was like, damn, okay, so we had to put a little bit of, TLC,
Yeah.
into it just because, yeah, I want it's gonna be here for a while, and
Yeah.
yeah, I just want it to be nice. If I'm gonna like, kind of be here and talk about it and promote it, I want it to not be shitty.
Exactly. Now, let's give a quick shout out to Babylon, though, out here in LA. They
Oh
keep that
yeah.
public ramp open, and it is
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
phenomenal.
if it wasn't for Babylon, yeah, I truly probably wouldn't have even like, seen this idea like I do now, like just,
Yeah. Because
a lot of people are scared to like just do something, and having homies around that just like, are go-getters,
yeah,
and they did a skate park and it's sweet and there's like a whole culture and scene there, like I think, yeah, we could do that here.
and then it kind of goes into something you mentioned earlier, and kind of saying again is that like you're creating a scene. You're creating a
Yeah.
place that like a variety of people can hang out or maybe connect because you also
Well, yeah, the thing that's what's weird about skate parks. It's not like a McDonald's where people just get their burgers and go. Like, there's so much like shit that you can't plan for, or, like
yeah
do anything about it. Like, it's like literally, it's like kids meeting up on it's like music. It's like music where it's just like
yes
we can spend 1,000 days in the studio and then make nothing, but just one day we're there and we make a hit. Like, it's kind of like, there's a
you
lot of
feed off each
behind the
other's
scenes
energy.
shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a lot of behind the scenes shit that is much bigger than just someone paying for like a 3 hour session, which helps it like become something. It's like these kids come and they meet each other and they get comfortable, and then
Yeah.
everyone's just pushing each other to, it's just like, yeah,
And it's it's
it's
in,
it,
it's intentional too because like I said, it's like yeah, you could pull up at any McDonald's, grab a burger, fuck, boom, you're out. No thoughts. But when you're
right.
going to the park, like you're thinking, okay, I'm locking down this block of time. Let me make
Yeah.
sure my board's together. I wonder what lines I'm going to do today. What trick am I
Right.
going to
Yeah,
work on?
exactly, dude.
Or are the homies going to
Exactly.
be at the park, or is it just me flying solo? Like
Right.
you kind of have this balance along the way, but it's very like to go to a skate park is really intentional. Like it's not just
Yeah.
like you just,
Yeah, exactly.
it's not
Yeah.
like, oh, fuck, I need some lettuce. Let me run to
Right.
the
Yeah.
grocery
Yeah.
store
A
real
hundred
quick.
percent. So yeah, it's like, it's different. It's like that's what's weird about it is it's like I feel like, yeah, it's one of those things where there's not just like a handbook to
Mhm.
running a successful skate park. Like that doesn't exist,
Yeah.
like it's not like that. It's just, yeah, it's like it's literally, yeah, it's so many parallels to, music.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But yeah, I love it. It's been, it's different now too, because like I said, I was heavy on I skated and inlined when I was a kid. Like my biggest years was probably from like, dude, like 10 years old to 14 years old. Like I was going
Just
insane. I was at
hard.
the skate parks every day. You know, like that was my life until music kind of happened. Then I was like, you know, this is what I want to do. And it's cool. It's cool being around just like the same energy again. Like a lot of these little kids that come up here are fucking awesome and funny and crazy. Kids are crazy.
Yeah.
Saying the wildest shit. And
It's
just,
like
you
it's
know,
like the skater doesn't change, just the look. But it's like it's
yeah,
a
yeah.
particular skate energy where it's just like you're there. Yeah, people might look like, man, I don't want to talk to that guy. It looks a little sketchy. But
Right.
then when
Well,
you like,
yeah,
but
literally,
then when you link up, you're like,
that's the
oh, that's
only
the
thing that
homie.
changed. Yeah, that is kind of the only thing that's changed is, you know, like, yeah, the look. And for my time, it's like scooters are a real fucking thing now. You
Okay, I
know,
wanted to touch
like,
on that.
you know, like, because when I skated back in the day, see, I was heavy on inline, so the inliners were already looked at like, you know, on some
Yeah.
different shit than the
The skaters
skateboarders.
didn't fuck with
Skateboard.
inlines. They're like, you're coming in with these inlines, you need to kick rock.
Right, yeah, that's fruit booters. And I was
Yeah,
a kid, that's what
yeah,
everybody knows, fruit booters. And it was
yeah.
like, God damn, dude, like, you know, catching it from all angles. So then it was like back then, scooter kids, the razor scooters, that's who like it was like, dude, you're more of a fruit booter than me on
Yeah, it was
inline.
worse.
And now, yeah, exactly. And now it's like, dude, there's a lot of kids going crazy on these scooters. It's like you
Yeah.
can't deny it. It's like a real fucking thing. These kids are going crazy, and it's real, dude. There's some days where it's like, I mean, we might as well call this a scooter park. Like on certain
Yeah.
days, you know, it'll be like 60 kids on here in scooters and 10 skateboarders. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
I
And
saw
like
there was something.
I wasn't really aware how intense the, you know, the whole scooter scene is. And that's one of the things I kind of like. I try, you know, with the few guys we have employed, but it's just like I'm, you know, I embrace that shit. You know, the kids are cool. I'm not trying to make a kid feel bad because he
Right.
doesn't do what I used to do. Like I think that shit's so whack.
Well, like I
So
was
it's
going to
just
point
like,
out on the Instagram the other day, there was a guy who hit the ramp. Like it looked like it was
mm,
a triple whip to like a
yeah,
rail bike
yeah,
on the scooter. And for me, like I was like, that's legit. Yeah, I can't do that.
right.
You know what I mean?
No,
Like,
fuck no, dude. And could you imagine that shit hitting you in the shins?
right,
Like,
because that's a
yeah,
bar of
like,
metal.
yeah. I'm gonna be. I'm down all week. I'm not
Yeah.
working.
And then how narrow the scooter is too. Like not
Yeah,
to
it's
say boards are
crazy,
wide,
dude.
but like a scooter is like fucking
It,
4 inches.
yeah, and dude, like it's awesome to see. Like, you know, I just see some kids that you know, I know that their parents don't have like a ton of money and whatnot, and you know, it's like all walks of life, and it's just like, you know, like the scooter kid's got a totally different type of swag. Like you might see a scooter kid and you wouldn't even think he's a scooter kid, how he's dressed, and he's just looking like he's going to school or some shit.
Yeah.
Like these kids are undercover badasses, dude, and it's just like, yeah, it's pretty cool. It's, you know, I just like seeing like, you know, some kids who might have felt left out if it wasn't for this, you know, and it's like they found something that they're excelling in and they're
Yeah.
getting good at, and like, you know, receiving a little bit of praise for it, and you know,
Yeah.
it's like pushing them to go further. Like I love it.
And I
The
think
thing of it,
that
it's crazy though. We've only had fucking, dude, we haven't even had 10 inline bladers this whole time.
damn.
That is like it's
But
literally
it's the
like
culture shift.
yeah, it's like playing, yeah, it's like collecting CDs. Like no
Yeah.
one does
They're
that
like,
shit.
who?
Yeah, and dude, yeah. We threw one blade night because I
Mhm.
was like, dude, we had no bladers ever. So I was
Mm.
like,
That's
I'm gonna make some pictures and we'll do a discount for bladers.
yeah. You got
And the
any of the
bladers
pictures of you on the
came,
blades?
dude. I got some clips on my phone. Yeah,
You
I'll
see,
send you
that's what you got to
some.
post. That's what you got to throw down. You got to be like Blade Night, bang, yeah,
Right.
take it classic.
No, 100%. Yeah, it's like, dude, there's none of that. The BMXers, like I said, this place was built on BMX, so
Mhm.
a lot of the shit they had here used to be really big. Like
Yeah,
this, originally the skate park was double the size. There's like a wall over here that's been closed up, and there's like a business on the other side, but the ceilings in here are like 20 feet. The dudes, they still get up to the ceiling and click the
damn.
fucking the trusses up there. But a lot of the ramps were just set up for BMX bikers to be going fast
Yeah.
and high. And that's just really not like the vibe anymore, you know, it's just like skaters and scooters, you know, it's just like they're going, we kind of had to switch it up. And that's like
Yeah.
another reason to like go back around to why we switched the name. It's just, it's like completely different.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a lot of skateboarders and scooter kids. It's crazy.
But I like that, like I see that sort of inclusiveness because like I've
Mm-hmm.
seen the variety of, like you said, a scooter, a skater, a biker. I have seen, I think, 2 clips of like guys in inline. So it's like, this is tight
Yeah.
because I know my skate era was very like, see, I come from when I was skating the hardest was like the 90s, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And so that was like, oh, you're on blades? Nah, where you need to fucking
Right.
go. And so, and still it was very street at the time. You know, parks were kind of making the
Yeah.
comeback. Like, okay, do you remember Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2?
Oh yeah.
Okay, my park was Skate Street, the Ventura
Oh,
Park.
okay.
So like
Right.
I
Right.
legit was there like on day one. And so it was like that's what I knew as like a fabricated park. And I was like, this shit is fucking
Right.
ill. And they did stuff like you're saying, like they had the events, they had the hangouts. It became like a
Uh-huh.
clubhouse. And it was like, man, this shit's
Right.
cool.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, it truly is. It becomes like, dude, it's literally like a clubhouse. It's like, especially when we first opened the doors and we're still affected by this last little, you know, stretch of the pandemic, is it's
Yeah.
like some of these kids, it's just like a spot to hang out,
Mm-hmm.
even to some extent. You know, obviously, like 90% of the kids do skate and shit, but it's like, yeah, it's just like, yeah, it's just like something to do, somewhere to
Yeah.
be, and just, yeah, it's
And I
been
think
wild, man.
what publicly I think something to share is that like it's a place where like as a parent I would be fine with leaving my kids in an enclosed skate park because it's like
Yeah, especially if you're
that's
one of
where
these
you're
parents
watching.
who's seen this shit before, though,
Yeah.
too. Everybody's like, oh my God,
Yeah,
wow,
because
this
it's
is
like
a
it's not they're gonna
complete,
be like, oh, they're gonna get in trouble, blah blah blah, and I'm like, nah,
right,
I'd rather not
right.
just let them fucking cruise the streets with with their friends. Like,
Yeah,
if you're gonna be in the park and you're gonna be skating, cool. Then I know where you are from fucking 9 to noon or something like that.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
exactly,
Like, now you're
exactly.
secure, you're in there, you're riding, you're safe. Your
Yep,
supervision. If you get hurt, someone's gonna get on the phone and make a call. Because like, let me tell you,
yeah,
when in my street days, so um I was all about grinds and slides, right? And so
right.
I was on this wall, it was maybe about like 4 feet high, board slide, fell, and like my arm hit the ground like a curb. And so it went into an S shape,
Oh my
but I
God.
was out in the streets. So guess what I had to do? I had to fucking skate my ass home with a broken arm.
Right, yeah, what the
I was
hell?
like losing the getting pinhole eyes because I was like going into like a shock. But like
Yeah,
being at
yeah,
a
that's
skate park,
crazy.
if you get hurt, like they're gonna be like, "Hey, he's down. All right, cool. Leave him
Right,
alone.
yeah,
Let's get
hundred
someone to
percent,
come."
yeah,
You
a
know, so
hundred
it's
percent,
just a
man.
safer environment. A controlled environment is always a good one. So, I
Yeah,
mean, I think it's an awesome thing that you're doing, dude. Like, it's just like
yeah,
so
it's a
cool.
yeah, it's like perfectly set up. It's like a training facility, so when you do go out in the streets, you should be able to fucking hold your own, you know?
Yeah. No, definitely, definitely. Now, because I've seen you do some flips on a skateboard, and I know you say you were heavy into the blades. Um,
Hmm.
how were you like on the skateboards?
Dude, I mean, like, so when I was 12, I went to Woodward and I skateboarded and did the inline. I've always liked skateboarding. It was harder than rollerblades. So that's why
Uh-huh.
it's like, you know, once I got around my homies when I was in like sixth grade, I like gravitated to the blades because I could do more.
Uh-huh.
But, you know, it's just now, yeah, now that I'm older, dude, I'm smarter and I can like I used to not think when I was trying shit. I used to
Hmm.
just try shit. It's so stupid. It makes no sense, you know?
Yeah.
Like now I'm like, all right, so if my back foot's like this, my front foot, what if I tilt it this way?
Yeah,
You know,
you're more of the science.
I'll balance out the pop. Yeah, I like didn't think of none of that shit. So it's like, you know, and I've remained super athletic and active. So it's like, you know, that's not the hard part. So yeah, I
Mhm.
was like dude, yeah, I feel like I'm better at skateboarding now than I ever was. You know,
You
I
have
mean,
the
I am.
physical mental
Yeah,
control.
yeah, exactly. And yeah, just being able to like try new things, like, but in my head, like it's for a reason, and I'm
Yeah.
comparing how it was before. You know, like I just used to not do that shit. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
And it is way different because like I know young skater version of me was like how you said, just like, all right, I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try to
Yeah, I was like, dude, I'm gonna do a board slide today, but like that was like didn't put any thought
yeah,
process into
just
it. I'm just
throw
like,
it
I
up. Throw
watched
it
the
up.
guy do it. Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, and yeah, it's just like a lot more. Yeah, I'm just doing a lot more like thinking now that I'm like older, but also like, you know, when I was a kid, obviously I didn't own a fucking skate park, so it's like
Yeah.
I got to make the best of my time there.
Right,
You know,
exactly.
now it's like, yeah, now it's like, dude, I'll
Or
just
if you were at a
try
place
some
you're
shit
like,
while we're closed. You know,
yeah.
it's like on our closed day off because we're closed Mondays. So it's like,
Mhm.
dude, I'll go there and try shit for as long as I want and leave. And I, you know, it is a little bit different in that sense where it's just like I don't feel pressure to like try and learn stuff or like
Yeah.
impress somebody or like, you know, I got a chick watching me and I got to land some shit.
Right,
Hopefully,
exactly.
like,
Yeah.
you know, it's
You're like,
not
I'm
like
good.
that.
I'm good with who I am and where I'm at. Now I
Yeah,
just want to fuck
yeah,
with these tricks.
right,
Because what did
yeah,
you bust
hundred
the other day? Was
percent.
that a heel flip? And I was like,
Yeah, that was my first rolling heel flip. Yeah, so it was
damn,
pretty.
man, he did this. Because I'm jealous. One thing I
Right.
could never do, I still haven't mastered it. I do all the footwork, never a flip trick. I can't.
Right.
I can get it. I land single foot. I can't.
Yeah, and
Also, I
basically,
got
yeah.
I
So
got no hops.
our only like employee, he's our manager. It's our buddy Brian, but he's from like Venice Beach. Like he
Mhm,
skated out there his whole life. He's like a really good skater. So like also, it's a nice having him. He'll like give me little tips and tricks and shit that you
mhm.
know, which is nice too. He
Yeah.
helps, but
And that's something I was going to mention earlier was that like that's a beauty of a skate park too, or any skate
yeah,
environment where there's people kicking it together is like you get better because you saw someone else do it,
yeah,
you know?
exactly,
And so
yeah.
then when you're like how you were saying, like when I used to have the bad habit of when I attempted kick flips to always kick it out, like away
No,
from
see,
me.
that's what I do right now with kickflips. I'm
Yeah.
like, when I do the same thing. I kick it, I kickflip, and then the board ends up 5 feet in front of me.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the? Like, I'll be getting frustrated in here. I'm like, what the fuck? But then, yeah, I got buddies who are just like, you know, I kickflip, but it took me forever to learn how to heel flip. I'm like, what the hell, dude?
Yo, that's
Like,
the one
what
I
the?
got.
Right? I'm like, dude, I'll trade. Like, fuck.
But it's like, but when you're around people too, then they're like, oh, you know what the problem is that
Right? Yeah,
you're
which is
you're
yeah,
slight
which is sweet.
you're
Yeah,
kicking this way when you should be kicking to the
yeah.
left and not up or something like that. And it's just like, ah, damn. And that kind of touches back into like what you were saying, like being a musician and then being like
Right.
a skater, like I mentioned earlier, it is, in my opinion, a form of like artistic expression. And
No,
so
a
it's just
hundred
like
percent.
when you're
Yeah.
collaborating with people and you're just like,
Yeah,
hey,
but
check it out.
dude, so even that day when I landed that heel flip, there was a dude here. His name is Dustin, and he's honestly an amazing skater. But he was like, that's he was like, I'm surprised you never landed one before. He's like, you don't even like my toes weren't over the board at all. And he was
It
like,
was clean. It was real
yeah, but he
clean.
was like, that's so crazy. He's like, you know, usually I got my toes hanging off the board on heel flips. But that's what I'm saying. It's like, you know, with this creative shit, you know, like how, you know, you draw the parallel to music is like, there's no right way to do any of this
Yeah.
shit, you
Hmm.
know? There isn't. It's just trying to figure out what works for
Yeah.
you
And then
know, in the
pinching a little bit from everyone else. That's drawing that
exactly,
inspiration.
yeah, 100%. Yeah, I'm sitting there watching these dudes do it for hours.
Yeah.
That day, that's what happened. I didn't feel like skating. It was hot. I was watching them skate. The one dude brought his kid here, and then I was like watching him do it enough. I'm like, I got this. You know,
Yeah.
I just rolled back and forth, and I was like, dude, I can do this. You
Because
know?
still one of the like most motivating things for me is like, and I think it's the beauty of like the modern era is like being on YouTube or like TikTok and watching like skaters do shit. Cause then I'm like, like how you just said, I wasn't planning on skating today, but you know what? I'm
Yeah.
gonna get outside.
Right.
I'm gonna go ride right now. You know, like, and you kind of get motivated. Or when you see someone do a line in a certain way where you're like, I didn't think about linking those two tricks together.
Right.
Let me see
Yeah.
what I can
Yeah.
do. or a version of that, you know? So it's just really, it's like, it's such a rad thing, man. Like skating, just like,
Yeah.
it's always sad to see when there's the dips where it's like, oh, skating kind of dies a little bit, it comes back, or the same thing with the parks, they
Yeah.
come and go. But it's just like when you have an environment that builds a community, it's like, who knows if you get the next, Ryan Sheckler coming out of your park or
No, I
something
know.
like that,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know?
That's what this is all about. Is that. Yeah, we have one like I want to say he's somewhere between 10 and 12, or
Mhm.
12-year-old, 10 years old and 12-year-old, but this
Is
kid
that the
goes
little
pretty
shirtless
hard.
kid all the time?
Yeah, yeah, but yeah, that's like we're always trying to, support him as much as possible. He like went to Tampa and skated at the
Really? Tampa
Tampa
M?
Pro-Ams. Yeah, you
Damn.
know,
That's
but
ill.
yeah, kids are going crazy nowadays, though,
Yeah.
man.
And it is the truth. When you see the really little kids just doing shit that the pros were doing back in the day.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
you just do
crazy.
that because?
Yeah, it's
Like, that's
crazy.
wild. Now, do you guys plan to do like maybe build a little team or have like
Yeah,
shop
yeah,
merch and stuff?
yeah. So I can like do a little mini walk, but yeah, we're gonna have a pro shop. You'll see, it's like you walk towards the bathrooms, and we've already like done the floors in here. Oh, that's kind of dark, but let's see, like this is gonna be a whole pro shop.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, which it was before, it just like sucked.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so we're gonna have some sweet shit here. So like, we're gonna make our own shit, and then
That's what I
I
say.
want to hit
If
up.
you guys get a shop deck, I'm ordering one.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, we're definitely gonna be doing that. Yeah, and then I want to, hit up some of my friends with clothing lines and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, sell some stuff here that you couldn't get from like Zooms.com.
Yes.
Like there's no point in getting into that game because it's like I mean we'll carry like some wheels and bearings
Yeah.
and shit from like a company we fuck with, but all these sites sell shit for so cheap and whatnot, and you
It's
get
hard
it
to compete.
delivered and you get it delivered in 3 days. It's like why? It's like us making a quarter is not even like worth
Yeah.
it, like to deal with the distributor and all that. So yeah,
True,
we're gonna
true.
have that stuff, but yeah, basically in my head, I just want to be able to carry, some like even our buddy Brian, the guy who's the manager from Venice, he skates for a company called Roller Horror,
Mm-hmm.
and like his decks are sweet, his grip tapes, he like carry some stuff like that to where it's like a guy we actually fuck with,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
or
To
and
kind
his
of
stuff's not on,
build from the independence.
and his stuff's not on like CCS or
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Zoomies, so it's just like something a little special.
And that's what I like. Back in the day, I loved like looking at the catalogs and stuff like that. But I
Same,
always
same. I
still,
used to imagine if
yeah,
I get one thing off every page from
right, exactly.
CCS and like circle the product I
everybody,
wanted. Like,
everybody wanted the Jamie Thomas skull deck, you know.
right, yeah, dude, 100%.
But I always did my best to like shop the independent store.
Right,
Like
right.
because those were like my like you said, it's like the skate park. It's like when you find your shop and you find your local
Yeah,
people, then it's
exactly,
like, I want to keep you
exactly.
open. So what can I do? Let me buy a deck for them.
Right,
Because
yeah,
like
100%.
when I just to show like how the community builds and stuff like that. So when the college I chose, I got accepted to like a few different colleges and didn't know which one. I was kind of like deciding which one I'll go to back in the day. I was just like, let me see. But got out of school early one day and I was feeling kind of sick. So I stopped by the skate shop and I was just like, hey, you guys got some movies I can borrow? I feel real shady today. And they gave me a stack. They were just like, here you go. And then it was just like, cool. But we had that relationship, like
Right,
they saw
yeah,
me come in, I
exactly.
always bought shit, kicked it. And then
Right.
from those videos, it's kind of like two stories in one. A bunch of footage was filmed out here in Long Beach. And so I was like, I guess that's where I'm going. Like,
Yeah.
That made the decision for me. But it was like skating
Yeah,
still
have
in a
you
way.
skated Stoner Park?
No, I haven't.
Stoner Park. Oh, yeah, that's what Brian's always talking about. Like, I don't know. He's
I'm gonna
always
look it
talking
up.
about that shit. Yeah. So it's like a sweet park out there. Like he showed me clips from like what is it, like the West LA courthouses or
Oh
some
yeah, yeah, yeah.
shit, skating
And
out
that's where
there.
it is like amazing out here is that there is so much shit to skate like nonstop.
No, are
And
you
then
kidding me? Since we've had this open, we're, a lot of times on these TVs back here, we're playing the new skate videos and shit.
yeah,
And 2 points on that is one is skate videos are going crazy. Like every video I see is like this is the best video I've ever seen.
yeah,
And it's just like every day there's a new one. It's crazy.
next level.
And
And
then two, then the second point is I cannot believe like some of the architecture like didn't have skating in mind
yeah,
like when
it's
they
like, oh,
built it.
you
I'm
built
like
this for skating.
I'm like, yeah, it's like there's literally like like
A
plant
rolling
beds,
and coping. It's like, who did
with like
that?
a quarter pipe to it. I'm
Yeah,
like, why would anyone take the time to like not just be straight and make it like a
yeah,
like what? I'm like, dude, like what is going on with like this shit? Like, and there's so much of that out in Cali, man, like all over, like just
yeah.
like handrails, like going crazy, and like yeah, it's wild, dude.
And I think that it is something that is like ingrained in like the California culture. It's kind of like my friends always give me shit because you will like forever find me in a pair of like checker Vans, but
Right.
that's like Cali style. You know,
Yeah,
it just
yeah,
is one of those things.
yeah.
You eat in and out, and you wear Vans. Like, what do you want me to do?
Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, every time I go in Cali and see one of my buddies, he's always got the Nike Cortezes
Oh
on, no
yes,
matter what, But it's like none of my buddies out here wear Cortezes.
man.
I
No,
love
that's the
it.
shit. You know what? I need to get some Cortezes. I've never owned any.
Right.
But yeah, and then like in my city, we got a gang of skate parks, all outdoor
Right.
concrete parks. But shit, I want to say it's like
Yeah,
six
we're
or eight.
just now getting that out here, which is crazy because it's like if this was around when I was in high school, ain't no telling what my life would have been like. Like now, dude, right? It's like point 0.1 miles away from my high school. They have a sweet, free outdoor concrete park with
Would have been a different
poles,
game.
handrails. Yeah, like I was like, dude, it would have changed my life if I had that. It's
Yeah,
crazy. Like, and yeah, the city I live in now, we just got one where it's like, all concrete, professionally done. It's free. It's
yeah,
outdoors. I'm just like, dude. When I was a kid, yeah, we didn't. There was like two skate parks,
yeah. And
and none of
it's
them
on the
were within 10 minutes of me. It was like a
yeah,
20-minute drive, and then
and it's on the
they're
level of
kind of expensive.
like let's go to the park and shoot some hoops. You know, it's like, oh yeah, let's go to the park
Right? Yeah,
and
hundred
skate.
percent. That's the other thing too. Yeah, well, I didn't mention yet in this interview, but just because I love basketball, I put basketball hoops up in
Oh,
here.
I see you shooting.
Yeah, no, on Saturday mornings we do like it's basketball from 9 to 12. But like, dude, we have a lot of kids, taking a break, and then we start playing basketball game in here, and
Yeah.
they love it. It's awesome, dude. I
See,
love that shit
that's
too.
sick, dude. Because
But
again,
yeah,
you're
like you
building that
said,
environment.
right, right, yeah. Like, dude, I love it. I love it.
Yeah, because like on my end, kind of being the more senior of it, like um my son broke my heart, told me right from the get-go, he's like, I'm not gonna skate. He's like, that's
Right,
I don't want to do it. I was like, fucking just dagger in the heart, you know.
right,
My
right.
daughter though, that's my road dog. Like she's
Uh-huh.
skates with me. She's 9. I have you can kind of see it over here. It's up right now. The end of it is the my quarter pipe is up. So that's the
Right.
there.
Okay.
It's about a 4 foot wide, about 4 foot tall. I have it up
Okay.
a bigger car in here now. But
Uh-huh.
she kind of ride it with me. We've gone to the skate park a couple times early in the morning. We'll skate around the block, and it's just like it's to get that connection time, to have that fun, you know. But that's just the side of what she does. So it's like,
Yeah.
saying like doing basketball and doing this is kind of like, yeah, she'll get out there and skate with me, but she's still out here fucking
Right. Yeah.
dancing and
Yeah, and I
choreography with her
love it.
friends.
We got a couple buddies that bring their sons or daughters here. Yeah, we have like a rental scooter. We got extra skateboards around, basketball. It's like everybody's kind of having fun and can do shit together or kind of do their own thing. And it's you're still in close quarters. It's I love seeing that. Like the
Yeah.
families come and everybody. The one dude, yeah, I mean, dude, the one guy here, he jumped over his kid. He has like a 7-year-old. It was crazy, dude. He had his, and it was like planned. He had his kid. So it was like 7-year-old can drop in and stall and shit and
Uh-huh.
go back and forth. and then his dad comes from this way and just airs over like it's something
Sick.
complete. That was crazy. I was like about to tear up. I'm like, oh my God. Like, I
Because
couldn't
a
imagine doing
scary
this
end.
with
It
my
takes
kid,
work,
man.
you know, if it because
Yeah, yeah.
you have a whole ass adult falling on a kid. Someone's breaking
Right.
like
Right.
badly.
Uh-huh.
Now you kind of touched on it a little bit earlier too. Was like maybe hosting events and things like that at the park. What do you have planned for the future?
Yeah, so our first event it's like a month from now. It's gonna because we got the Olympics coming up, so we're like using that as like a little thing to kind
Mhm.
of like a concept basically. So we're gonna do our own little competition that same weekend, and
Now, is this the first year skating's in the Olympics?
it is, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of that was like what kind of gave us the idea. But yeah, we're working out the details on as far as if we want to do like best trick on certain area. We're still like, dialing that in. But
Mhm.
yeah, we're set up for July 24th to have a little celebration, grill out some food. We'll have cash prizes for however we do it. And then the following Friday after that, we got like that whole weekend is like a Bruiser Brigade kind of takeover weekend out here. On
Uh-huh.
Sunday, we're doing a show. And then Saturday, we're doing like a day party at
Mhm.
another location, and then Friday night we're gonna do like Danny's not gonna perform. It's not gonna be like a rap show. He's gonna be in here, but we're gonna have like Rafi and some of the other homies DJing, and then
Yeah.
all the bruisers are just kind of be like more of like a meet and greet, just like a kickback.
Yeah, just hang.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what we got planned. Yeah, for that Olympic shit. Yeah, we're gonna print out some shirts. Uh, yeah, we're just trying to figure out the best way to like get everyone involved and not make it take 8 hours.
Right. Yeah.
Like,
Where it's like
well,
you
yeah,
could just dip in, dip out, kick it for a little bit, eat
yeah,
something.
exactly, yeah, exactly. Because yeah, we wanted to maybe even do it to where like at a certain time, yeah, we could have when the bruisers perform or something. Like make it. I don't want the whole day to just be like contests.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but just yeah, I want to make it fun and get everyone involved, all
Yeah.
ages.
Play some music, maybe 30 minutes
Yeah,
here and there, stuff
exactly.
like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. Some good food, play some music. Yeah, fucking watch some kids go crazy. Maybe like a
Yeah.
game of skate for the little kids for some money and some free shit. And then yeah, something. Yeah, we were trying to figure out the best way to do it. Yeah, because a lot of contests around here, we see them do like the best tricks. Like so they'll have like a section. You got to hit that section of the
Hmm.
park for like 30 minutes. Whoever does the craziest shit wins. Or there's like letting people skate the whole thing. But I don't know. Yeah, we're still working out the kinks on
Yeah.
that.
But that's awesome though, because that's got to be really like energizing and exciting to kind of flex a different
Yeah, and I
to
imagine
spend this
giving
up.
some 12-year-old $100 for doing
Right.
something like that would have me pumped up, at
Right.
12. So it's like, yeah, I want to be able to do that for somebody.
Shit, if you gave a 12-year-old $20, it'd still be hype.
Yeah, I
Like
know. That's what I'm saying. That's why we're really trying to get these boards done. Yeah, we got like a dude who prints on everything. So we're trying to get this order in, make some shirts for the Olympics and then some
Yeah.
decks to give out and whatnot.
Man, that's tight. Like I'm really, really, really excited for you. Um,
Yeah, you're gonna have to come by and check it out sometime,
You
dude.
know, I'm now building a long list of people out in the Michigan area I need to kick it with.
Right,
So I'm
right.
like, I need to kick it with you, need to kick it with Rafi. I got my homies who
Yeah.
do the What Up Though podcast, my homie cousin Cecil.
Hmm.
Like I got people out there, man. I need to come.
Yeah.
I need to
All
be out
right.
there.
Definitely, dude.
And then but I think this is just like an awesome thing. One, it's like I said, this is something near and dear to my heart. I love skateboarding like
Yeah.
I die. Um,
Yeah, same. Like when I look back at my life, like, I get it. I'm only 32 right now, but when I look back at my life, like the like aggressive, extreme sports, whatever you want to call it, makes up a big portion of my life thus far.
yeah,
Like it's basically been like music and that.
yeah.
I guess girls and sports, if you want to add that into somewhere, but it's really been a big part of my life was
Yeah.
revolved, and it's bigger than just going to skate parks at a certain time. Like I found out a lot of the music I loved was from watching skate videos when I was young.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like that's what
The
turned
skate
me
videos were
on.
like the illest mixtape because you would hear
No,
like some La
100%.
Tigra and
Yeah.
some De La Soul and
Yeah,
then some like underground shit,
100%,
and you'd be
dude.
like, "What?
Yeah.
All on one video?"
Well, and that's one of the things, dude. That's why I feel like a 50% of the reason I make like rap beats is like in like more than skateboarding when I was young, like inliners, it would be like rap songs in the videos for the
Yeah,
bladers. You know, it's like I will just be honest, it's like the bladers, it's like that shit was a little bit more pretentious. It's like it was more about looking fly, it's cool music.
yeah,
And but it is what it is, you know, and
yeah,
that's like kind of it helps shape me to what I am now, making
yeah,
cool music and looking cool and making a skate park. You know, it's yeah, like when I think back at like some of the first how I came up on some music my own was skate videos, hands
yeah,
down, you know. And then yeah, and then dude, the Tony Hawk, you know, that started the whole thing with the video games.
yeah, yeah.
You
That
know,
brought it.
like I love video games. Like you know, it's like skating has done so much in my life. Like you know,
Yeah,
behind the scenes and right up front.
and you touched on something that I think I hadn't even thought of is that you do come from that the X Games generation. And what was
Yeah,
the shit? Remember MTV used to do the fuck? I can't think of the name of it, but it was like all the extreme games, all the extreme sports, but then they also had the concerts going on at the same time.
yeah.
Like
I
you
know
really
exactly what
come
you're
from
talking
that
about.
generation
Yeah,
where it was
right,
like married
exactly.
together.
Yeah, 100%. And yeah, that's you know now yeah we got. I guarantee you we're playing cool. First off, in our area, there's only two indoor skate parks. So like I wouldn't even consider like competition or whatever, but like you know, like the dude who owns that's old as fuck. He's not cool. Like their spot is bigger. So
Mhm.
like as far as that goes, but I know just like as far as creating, yeah, like how we, you know, going back to just creating a scene and a culture, dude. Like there's not a skate park like this. Like, dude, we have like little 10-year-old kids coming here and listening to Ghostface Killer and shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like these that would not happen
Yeah.
in these kids' lives otherwise. Like
Mhm.
the shit is crazy, dude. Like literally, and
And it's
like in
probably
the
going to be
area
mutual
we're in.
too, where you're hitting them with Ghostface, and then they're hitting you back with someone you ain't even heard of, and you're
No,
like, "What?"
dude, yeah. All the kids. Can you play? Yeah, dude. What a Polo G. Can
Yeah.
you play? Yeah, Youngin Ace. Like all this shit
You're
I
a
was
who?
playing.
You're a
Yeah,
fuck.
it's
Am I
fucking.
old?
But I love it, dude. I love it.
Yeah.
I love these little kids. They'll come up, yeah, and ask if you don't play this, and then
Yeah. And I
they get
think
to
that
dancing and shit. I love it.
something that I guess something I've lived by, and I mentioned this when I interviewed Rafi a while back. And I want
Hmm.
to share it with you too. Is that I think what you guys are doing, especially with the skateboarding, is like stay connected to the youth. Like
Right. Yeah.
even though I keep aging every year, like everyone
But
else
yeah,
does,
that
I
yeah
stay
no,
connected with the culture
but a
because the
hundred
culture
percent, and
is everything.
yeah, and that's exactly what I was saying. Like the other skate park in the area is bigger, but that guy is the guy who owns that. He is not in touch with what the fuck is going on in
Yeah.
2022, 2021. He is, you know, like this guy doesn't have a fucking clue. You know, like that's what I'm saying. These kids, it's there's some cool shit going on here. You know,
Yeah.
like literally,
Yeah. It's like soak it in. It's just kind of like how like a lot of my friends, like I mentioned earlier, I grew up like in the 90s era. Like that was my thing. And
right.
they haven't progressed past that. Like they're still just
Uh
like, I don't
huh.
listen to anything past. They're still listening to like um, whatever alternative music
Yeah.
was in the 90s. So like I just listen to Smashing Pumpkins and Garbage. And I'm like, dude,
Right.
you missed out on this and this and this and this.
right.
Or
Right.
like understanding social media or whatever is
Hmm.
the pop culture trend because it's like I like to stay relevant. Now, I'm not going to be like fucking Steve Buscemi, like in that meme where it's
Right.
like,
Yeah.
hey,
Yeah.
fellow
Yeah.
kids or whatever.
Right.
I'm on the outside because I know what it is, but it's like to still
Yeah.
understand and be connected because it's
Right.
inspiring, it's energizing. And so when you can see,
Yeah.
for me, like on a similar but opposite, and it's like I work with kids all day long. If I can't connect with these kids, I can't deliver to them. I can't give
Yeah.
them what
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
want.
And yeah, I feel the exact same way. Yeah, definitely, man. Like I like to have the little conversations with the kids when they come in and find out what's going on in their life, you know. And yeah, you never know. Some of these kids might not fucking parents might not ask them how they're doing at
Right,
home. You know,
exactly.
you
You
never
might
know.
be
You
it.
know, right? Yeah, 100%. Yeah, like you know, and it's just yeah, I definitely think it is about the youth a lot, and
Yeah.
just like I mean, dude, yeah, I would cry if one of our kids ended up going to X Games or some shit.
Right.
You know
Oh,
what I
that'd
mean?
be
I'd be like,
crazy.
oh my
You
God,
get
this is
shout outs where
crazy.
you're just like, so how'd you start your
Right,
career? Oh, check it out. Okay, so this park
right,
opened up when I was a kid. He'd be like, that's me.
right. Yeah, 100%. Like, dude, yeah, that's the fucking dream, you know?
Yeah, that's tight, dude, man. Well, I just want to say, like, thank you so much for like sitting with me today and just kind of taking the time out of your morning to do this. Um,
Dude, no,
I,
no, thank
I
you,
love
man.
chatting with you. You're an awesome dude, man. Um, before we sign off, though, tell people the address, how they can get connected, things like that. Tell us about the park.
Yeah, dude, just because it's new, I have to look up the address every
No
time on
worries.
maps. I fuck up one number on it every time. But yeah, so yeah, we're in Dearborn Heights. It's called Line Skate Park. It's formerly known as Transition Skate Park. Yeah, the address is 5616 Van Born Court. The Instagram is Line Skate Park. Um, yeah, the website is skate-lines.com. Yeah, if you know, you can sign the waiver there before you come up. So it's just save some time, get more skating when you arrive. But yeah, that's really it as far as socials go.
Man, thank you. Thank you so much. This was super awesome.
Yeah.
Different from other conversations we've had, but this is, like I said, something that's like super awesome for me. Like I mentioned earlier, we'll be putting this out on National Go Skate Day, which is June 21st. So if you're out there, even if you're just
Yeah, pull
riding for a
up.
minute,
Yeah.
like get your skate on, like get out there, get on your board, get on
Yeah,
your
yeah,
bikes,
yeah,
get
and
on your
yeah.
scooters.
Normally Mondays is our only day that we're closed, but we're for Go Skate Day we're gonna be open. It's like I think we're doing like half off all day for whoever
Nice.
pulls up.
See, that's what's up.
What you say, Grandma? What you say, Grandma? What you say, Grandma? What you say, Grandma? Mama. Mama.
What?
What you say, Grandma? What you say?
Grandma's not here.